Are you in the dating world? If so, I'm in there with you. And I have to say, it can be quite exhausting, a little bit confusing, and sometimes just downright disappointing. Yes? I would like to help you unwind some of the intricacies so that you can avoid some of the pitfalls in dating, particularly online dating. So I have a couple of pointers that I want to make. And the first thing is, obviously, I'm a love, relationship, conscious intimacy, tantra person. And so I'm all about authenticity. And some of you may not agree with me. You're welcome to DM me, give me your thoughts, give me your opinions. I'm always open to other people's very different ideas. However, with that in mind, I am all about authentic dating, which means when you put your profiles up, you put your true age, you use great photographs, no sunglasses, and not photographs of you with lots of friends, you skiing, you doing all of these other things, because you can't really see your face. And it's important that the other person sees a couple of nice headshots and then a couple of full, accurate body shots. You can do them as beautifully as you want. I would not suggest photoshopping things, because when you go for the date, when you get on FaceTime or you end up doing a Zoom date or you meet someone in real life, even better still, you want them to recognize you. You don't want to be embarrassed, and you don't want to embarrass the other person by turning up and perhaps, you're not your ideal size, so you use some photographs from 10 years ago, but you're hoping one day to get back there. I know why we do it, and I have absolute empathy. It's just not a good dating strategy because the other person feels deceived, and it's awkward, and it's not going to lead to anything good. So for me, I feel as though putting your true age on a profile is really important. Your person will find you. I promise you. Your person will find you, but they can't find you if your signal is going over here and over here. You have to put it to the right vibration. So that means correct age, put up some gorgeous photographs. I think 5 or 6 is perfect. As I said, a couple of really nice headshots, couple of full body shots, no sunglasses, no friends, just you. If you want to put one shot of you skiing, great, with your goggles and your ski things. But just so you know, that's to let someone know that you're out and about in life and you like doing fun things. Pictures of sunsets and glasses of wine and too many pictures of your fur babies. I have one. I adore him. I don't have him in my dating pictures. I do mention him in my profile because some people are allergic or just don't like cats. So I do mention that I have Tristan. And if people are allergic, then okay, not to worry, that wasn't my person. You have to ultimately develop trust that your person is out there, and we have to send a beacon that's clear enough for them to find us. So that part handled. And then the profile. And what I notice a lot on profiles, and I'm just giving you a few little tips here, there's a lot more we can dive into. When you write a profile, one of the first things not to do is do a laundry list of things you don't want, or a laundry list of things you do want, because that looks like a manifesto, and it's really more about resume dating. I would suggest that you write a little verse about what the other person would experience if they were part of your life. So if, for instance, you love going to art galleries, you like to have a glass of wine, you love to go gallery hunting, I would wind that into a little story about Thursday nights. Your very favorite thing to do is go on an art walk through Laguna Beach, watching the sunset, talking to different people, mingling, and seeing the local art. That is something that brings you great joy. What you want to do is present your own life authentically. And so if your life is not really where you want it to be. If it's not as full, and it doesn't need to be packed, but if it's not as full, if it's feeling empty and you're wanting someone to come in to fill space, that's not the best way to go looking for a relationship. Because there's a saying in tantric circles, when shock and shame go shopping, they find each other, and that's not a great relationship. Same thing when you're feeling an emptiness or a desperation or a loneliness. Trust me, I understand. I would love to have met my soulmate. I've met lots of great people, but I just haven't met anyone that felt like quite the right person. And so when we come from a place of trying to manipulate who we are and what we believe in and what we like and what we don't like, it just never works out, because the other person thinks you're somebody that you're not. And sooner or later, probably sooner, they're going to realize it. And then that's hurtful, because you may really like them and then they're going to be upset, and on and on and on. So I find that a losing dating strategy. I think the best dating strategy is to write a lovely profile. Don't make it too long. Make it as upbeat and fun and light as you possibly can, as authentic. And imagine when you're writing it that the other person is reading it and they're imagining being with you in that life. They're imagining whitewater rafting in Colorado. They're imagining hiking. They're imagining going to Positano on the Amalfi Coast. They're imagining growing a vegetable garden with you, organic foods, whatever your pleasure is. You want the other person to kind of get into the emotion rather than the strategy. So there are a couple of little tips on dating. And then after you've corresponded once or twice, now I don't care if it's Tinder, Bumble, Plenty of Fish, Match Online, all of them. You get one or two messages, and this is from somebody that's looking for a relationship. And then you want to get on the phone. I know a lot of people don't like this. They'd rather go back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. It's not really a great strategy. You want to get the person on the phone, particularly if you're not in the 20s, 30s age group, because there's a lot of scamming out there. Okay, I don't want to belabor the point because it's kind of negative, but there are a lot of great profiles and the people are not real. They're either in another country. Unfortunately, most often it's Nigeria. There's a bank of people who do nothing but use someone's pictures, write all these gorgeous messages. Baby, I miss you. You're great. Poetry, very nice, fantastic. It's very easy to get addicted and think that it's actually a relationship. If the person won't get on the phone with you, red flag, major red flag, okay? They don't have to get on FaceTime the first time. You might not want to either. Just a quick 5 minute, 6 minute, just a little chat to make sure that this person is real, okay? Then after that, what I recommend, if there was a nice repartee between the two of you, I would suggest either you meet in real life in a public place where there's other people around, you tell someone that you're going, tell one of your friends that you're going, where you're going. I suggest taking your own car for the first time. And then I also suggest that you put your best foot forward. If you decide to do a Zoom date, for instance, don't turn up in your sweats unless you live in your sweats. I would dress as though I was going on a regular date. And I wouldn't suggest drinking a lot, just as I wouldn't suggest drinking a lot on a date. I think that you need to keep your wits about you. Nothing wrong with enjoying a glass of wine or a little cocktail if that's what you do, but I would go very easy on the alcohol because, you know, it just has us in a different space. And for dating and for really feeling your intuition and knowing whether or not you think you might like this person and want to see them again, I would just go easy on the alcohol. Okay, so there are a few little tips. I would love, love, love you to reach out to me. You can find me on Instagram at Bella Marie Lane. It's BellaMaree Lane, Lane. You can find me on Facebook. It's Bella Marie Lane Heart Wound Healer. or you can find me on my website, which is bellamarielane.com. I look forward to hearing from you. Don't hesitate to DM or message me, and let's get out there and get love in all of our lives. Namaste. Bye.